Hi everyone, I'm George.
Hi, I'm Jeremy.
And today we are going to talk about some pond products. What are these, mate?
They're called Eazy Connectors from Evolution Aqua, and they're one of the products that we're really well known for in the koi industry, and we've had them for a long time. Basically, they're really convenient and easy and simple, and they're for connecting pipeworks. So as you know, we're pipework and filtration specialists.
Yep.
The Nexus contains what we term rigid pipe, rigid components, as can the Eazy Pod as well. A decent koi pond, you're going to have a bottom drain, it's going to be gravity fed, you're going to use hard plumbing, effectively, rigid pipe.
Yeah.
So there's lots of different diameters of rigid pipe, you know, everything from 1/2 inch up to 4 inch and beyond.
Right.
Some are quite common, like 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 4 inch for gravity, etc. And in aquariums we use kind of 1 inch. So basically, do you know about connecting hard plumbing pipes? So you use glue
nothing.
Okay, so standard rigid pipe, it's brilliant because it's really strong, and you get they actually call it pipe weld. It's a glue that you use which actually welds the surface of this grey PVC pipe to, say, a grey PVC elbow or a straight connector, etc.
So it's like a solvent, isn't it?
And it's permanent.
Yeah.
Once you've done it, you've done it. So and they always look really cool as well. So it's all hard plumbed, everything's in its place, nice and neat, very durable, and they take a lot of pressure. The disadvantage with that is that once it's glued, it's glued.
Yeah.
You'll literally have to hacksaw it off.
Wow.
And you need to kind of have a bit of practice and know what you're doing, and it can be kind of quite daunting. So these things are called Eazy Connectors, and these are for connecting grey rigid PVC pipe that we supply.
That's this stuff.
That's that stuff.
Right.
To filters, to itself. You can use it if you need to replace a section of pipe where you don't want to use hard plumbing for various reasons. Maybe you haven't got the time, maybe you're not confident. Or this is a whole host of plumbing solutions for pond and for anything that uses our pipework.
So this is just a small selection of the stuff you can...
Yes, this is a small selection. I mean, our Eazy Connectors go up from 1.5 inch, which is that size there, up to kind of 4 inch, which is that size there, and in various different handy things. So first of all, you've got a swept bend, a 90-degree swept bend. So you've got one pipe going this way, one pipe going that way. You want to connect them, dead easy. Screwdriver, just a flat blade screwdriver. Place it over the rigid pipe, over the other rigid pipe. Do it up. Done. Check it for leaks. I mean, if you do it up tightly, it's done. You don't need to over tighten it, but that's your solution. Now the difference is, in a year's time, if you reconfigure your pipework, you can take that off. You're not hacksawing solvent welded elbows off and throwing them away. So these things are really popular, really kind of, I mean, they're kind of,
and they last for years and years and years.
Outside in the ice, everything. They're so universal. So that's a typical one. That's a 90-degree bend, and that one's for 1.5 inch. Then you've got T's. This one's in 2 inch, but it comes in all sizes. And straight away you've just got, you know, you can imagine a UV running off there, and you've got you've got your pump there, perhaps your UV there, perhaps, you know, something else going off there. Really convenient, incredibly flexible. They're tolerant of different pipe sizes as well, because you can do this in rigid pipework. You've got metric and imperial, you've got some manufacturers quoting OD, which is outside diameter, some quote ID, inside diameter, internal diameter. So these are very forgiving for different pipe size, different wall thicknesses, metric and imperial, and you can just connect them to anything. So that's your T. End cap. Imagine like an emergency, you know, you've got a koi pond, 4 inch bottom drain, 4 inch pipe coming out, or, you know, something to do with your Nexus. Bosh! Do it up. Done. Nice. Watertight, sealed end caps. So end caps are great. Straight connectors. These are always really handy because, again, if you've got a length of rigid pipe, it's solvent welded at both ends. Something happens in the middle of it, you can connect it with that. Cool. You don't need to solvent weld it. And this actually gives you a bit of room then as well. So because you've got kind of length, this is probably 100 mil, so you've got some wiggle room then. If you solvent welded it, it's exact. So then you calculate your dimensions, etc. So that's a straight connector.
Cool.
And these are really popular reducers. So you can reduce from, let's have a look what we've got. 1.5 inch to 40 mil, 2 inch to 1.5 inch, 3 inch down to 2 inch, 4 inch down to 1.5 inch, 4 inch to 2 inch, which is what this is, 4 inch to 3 inch, and 6 inch to 4 inch. So this is like, it's like a toolkit. You know, you could go out to a job if you're a tank maintainer, if you know an installer, etc. you need these in your kind of armoury,
Yeah.
you need them in your shed, you need them in your toolkit
Yeah.
for when stuff happens.
Yeah.
So that's it. They're called Eazy Connectors from Evolution Aqua, available from all good stockists. Very flexible, literally, solution to hard plumbing.
Nice one. Thanks, Jeremy.